Hi everybody, I am Todd Bailey with WebiMax.com, and today I'm joined by Frankie Gambino, who works here. What do you really do here?
My title is I am the Internal Marketing Director of Multimedia Production.
Wow. Internal Marketing Director of Multimedia Production.
Yes.
Okay, so really what Frankie does is video SEO. A lot of our video work here with a crew of other folks that work with him. A lot of the video work, titles, descriptions, distribution. So today we want to discuss video SEO and how you and small businesses can use video SEO to gain exposure, rankings, as well as visibility. So Frankie, thank you very much for joining us today.
This is exciting, thank you.
Sure, no problem. Nervous being in front of the camera?
This is my first time in front of the camera with you guys doing these. I know it's interesting so far.
Well, take your time, relax, let's get right into it. What is the importance of video SEO?
Sure. Well, Todd, essentially, you look on the internet now, we have a ton of content out there. We have books and books and books. We have a million different articles. You can find whatever you want on the internet. However, it's a whole lot easier to hit play on a button and be able to watch whatever it is you want to learn about rather than, having to read about it. And I think that's really where it's going, as far as just, it's so much easier for a client, for a customer, for anyone who's wants to learn about a topic or wants to learn about a new product or anything like that. It's much easier to watch a video and see like a testimonial, see how it's in use. It's a lot easier to do that than to read about it and read documentation, kind of fill in the blanks in your own self.
I agree 100%. It's definitely a real-time world we live in, and engagement with video is so much more valuable. And with YouTube being the second largest search engine, there's a lot of opportunity if you're a small business. So if you are a small business, how would you go about executing a video strategy?
Oh, video strategy needs to start with first taking videos. You need to really be adamant on that. You can't just take one and then leave it up there for a couple months and then just expect to have anything out of it. You really need to stay up on your topic. What does your business do? Start talking about what's important to your business at the time. What's going on within it, what's fresh, what's new, what's the new products that's dropping. Keep your customers updated on what's going on, and you're going to see that you're going to get a lot more resources coming back to you.
Without doubt. And some tips as far as clients that we work with and what we do internally: we'll set aside a day or two per week, a couple hours, designate a couple people, and really set a schedule aside. So scheduling is definitely important.
Sure.
So talk a little bit about distribution and what type of platforms are available and which are the best out there for video.
Right now, I would say the main two platforms you want to focus on are going to be YouTube, of course, which is the biggest which is the biggest video channel out there, and the other one I would say is Vimeo. With the two different platforms, you're going to see some positives and negatives to each one. Vimeo, I would say, is more geared towards a crowd that's more of like an artistic crowd. You're really going to see people putting up their own stuff, their own type of commercials. Whereas YouTube, unfortunately, what you hear about YouTube is that it's just cluttered. There's a whole lot of stuff on YouTube. It's really like you're sifting out through the good and the bad content to really find what you're looking for. Vimeo, on the other hand, it's going to be not as popular to a sense. So if you're posting videos up on Vimeo, you might not get as much exposure right off the bat. So I would recommend really posting to both.
Yeah, definitely, and both are available for branding, so you can custom brand them, put your logo, graphics, and then embed those videos onto your own site. And through my own experience, the Vimeo embedding, encoding, it certainly looks a lot more professional than the YouTube thing. So what type of results can you expect from all of this work that you put into video at this point?
With anything, you put enough hard work into it, you're going to get good results back. You keep these videos going, you keep people updated. Eventually it's going to catch on, and you're going to see nothing but positive things coming in. You're going to get more business, you're going to get people using your products, you're going to get people signing up for your products. It's nothing but good things for a business, absolutely.
Great. Well, you certainly got me excited about video SEO. If I'm a small business and I want to get started, what do I need to do?
First off, I would say the first and most important thing you're going to need is a camera. You're going to need some way to be able to capture, what it is you're talking about. I wouldn't even necessarily say you need like the highest thing out there. Just starting off, I've seen even, customers even use, phone cameras. A lot of phones today do record in 1080p, which, they're not the best cameras out there, but if you're just looking to capture what's going on, sometimes, you know, it's the absolute best choice, especially if starting off, because this stuff does get expensive. I would say just starting off, you're looking at anywhere between 500 and pretty much as much as you know are willing to spend. I would recommend too, if you're just setting up shop, you're gonna want to look into getting at least a microphone, a basic camera, and definitely lights. I wouldn't rely on your office lights or just any lights that you have around. They're really not the best thing.
Right, good tips as I look around us in our studio as we grow with our video strategy. Great with the camera and the microphone. What about high def versus standard?
Sure, that's an excellent point. A lot of people today assume that just because you're putting a video online that you don't really need to go high definition. I would say get that out of your head immediately. High definition is really the way everything's going as far as like quality. YouTube and Vimeo both take 1080p, and that's the same as television broadcast. So there's no reason not to take advantage of that.
Great. Well, Frankie, I appreciate you sharing your thoughts with me on video. As you get further, and once you have those videos, I want to talk a little bit deeper into the submission, and video sitemaps are available. Schema.org markup is also available at this point, and to test that market, I would recommend using the Google Rich Snippet tool. So with that being said, thanks again. I am Todd Bailey with WebiMax.com, and we'll see you soon.